can see Baba again, like once leaning on a post, in a younger form with this. There is a black and white picture of Baba like that. You all belong to me. Time and again, we all come together because there is a, like the magnet, sometimes drift away, then we come back. Final goal of life. So on that note,
Today, can you speak about your new life? The what are the reasons why you took the new life, why you sold everything and left everything and took a handful of mandalis and moved from place to place, location to location. What was the purpose behind, if you could explain, why you undertook that kind of a journey and a life?
see, every time we all start a new life. It's like, when you're in class 1, then you move to class 2, and you move to class 3, and then you move to, high school, and then you move to uni. Every time it's a new life, isn't it? So every time you familiarize yourself with an environment, then you leave that memory behind, the expectation of something much bigger and better, isn't it?
Yeah.
But along with that also comes a state of feeling restless, feeling anxious. What next? How will it will happen? What will I do? Right?
Yeah.
So I will make new friends. I'll probably, when I get to high school, I will away from an environment where I was very comfortable, right? Then I move on to a new space, to a new environment where I make new friends, a newer university, a newer place, right? And we try to cope up with those expectations, isn't
Right.
it?
Yeah.
So, new life is all about giving away what you have been comfortable with and taking up that challenge again. I have said life is all about life is all about challenges, about trying to cope up, trying to manage expectations, trying to manage challenges. If you're always in a very hunky dory environment, there's nothing to learn. We always push ourselves beyond our boundaries, beyond our limitations, beyond our capabilities and capacities to say what extra mile that I can go, isn't it? So, new life was all about, yes, giving away the comfort that we were all in, moving again with that feeling was there of hopelessness and helplessness. For my universal work going forward, I needed only impressions and energies of very few. I didn't need it from everybody else in the mandali, and therefore a handful to move on to that new life where there would be more resilience, there would be more tenacity, there would be more an easygoing environment and a very strong a soul connect to silently do my universal work. So the new life started like that, moving from one place to another, gathering energies of those places, doing my universal work, then moving on to the next phase, so on and so forth. So we moved on from complete state of hopelessness and helplessness to newer energies, helping me to complete my universal work. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Why was the new life required? Selling of all the old.
Yeah, because that universal work with that energy was complete. It wasn't required going forward. Sometimes when you move from one home to a new home, right? You don't carry your furniture.
Right.
You do a spring clean, right? You give away what you don't need. You don't take everything with you, right? You might be either downgrading or you might be upgrading. So, accordingly, you will only take with you what you require.
Right.
You will close your shop, you'll say, okay, this is not needed anymore, so I've got to give it away. Completely give the past away and you start.
I understand that part, but the fresh start was completely different. You didn't move from one home to the another home. You actually closed one home and then you were homeless.
Yes, so I said I started with that feeling of hopelessness and helplessness from where I had to build up that universal.
So why what was required that you didn't have a home and then you were basically on move, always moving from one place to the another place, not sticking to one location.
Because once my universal work with that energy was over, I could not use it to its full potential. So I was moving. I had to move. Basically, my nature as the same infinite ancient soul that keeps coming back again and again, it doesn't actually reside anywhere. So in this avataric age as Meher Baba, yes, you saw me in a physical form. But beyond that, the energies that were with me are very scattered. And that energy is used for my universal work. And hence I moved from one place to another I had to give away and work only with that kind of energy and limitation and start fresh again.
So was it like a symbolic that you belong to everywhere and anywhere,
Yes,
and there,
absolutely.
so you didn't want to be seen as you belong to one location and
That's
one place.
correct. And wherever I traveled, I of course, it's like leaving your footprints, right?
Hmm.
For new work.
The journeys that you took, the locations that you chose, was those just random, or those were designed to go to those places?
Baba Singh, some were designed, some were like at the spur of the moment. So it was a blend, like overlapping.
Okay, so blend of both
Mm.
designed and something was because it fell on the route or things like that. Okay. The Mandalis who were with you, what kind of lessons they were getting through this living the new life?
Discipline. They were with me. I have always focused on my core. Hardcore discipline was required for my universal work. Cannot be seen, but the universal work that is done to the minutest to the minutest to the minutest of the split second, right?
Hmm.
Which cannot be seen or even fathomed in the natural course by any normal human being,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And therefore, to stick to that discipline was very important. If I said you've got to fast from this time to this time, that many hours, doing it in discipline was very important.
Okay.
So I had to carry Mandali with me. We were very conditioned to that kind of disciplined life. And of course, who would be resilient and had the tenacity to cope up.
So, what benefit those disciplined actions brought to you and your work?
To complete my universal work within my own time frame.
Which means, what was the
Whatever was my universal work that I was doing,
Okay.
which had to be completed within a time frame. It's like when you're told you've got to write your exam within 3 hours, you
Hmm.
don't have grace time, right?
Hmm.
So I had to do my universal, whatever was my universal work, it had to be done within those time frames.
Hmm. So, just a very broad hint of what were those universal work that was so time bound.
It's different things. It's aligning energies in the universe. It's about how the universe is running, how the planets will coexist with that kind of energies, moving in their own orbits, right?
Hmm.
Then newer souls coming, right? Who are ready to be Baba lovers, right?
Hmm.
Families, countries, cities. It's not just present work; it's futuristic work,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So a lot of, as I said, footprints had to be left behind. A lot of alignment of energies more than anything else. I had the responsibility of the mast who were all scattered, right?
Hmm.
So I was also coordinating at my level with the mast. It's not only about human beings, it's about fauna, flora, animals, everything that is existing and living on the planet for which my universal work had to be done. It's running the universe, right? We are
Hmm.
not we are not restricting ourselves to just earth. It's not an earthbound task, right?
Hmm.
But my task is beyond that.
So basically, it's an overall governance task that you had. You were trying to deliver those governance tasks of how to run the universe, and therefore the elements or the souls and the
Yes,
infrastructure.
yes, because as I said, that energy will be active only for 100 years.
Hmm.
And then beyond that, I come back after 700 years.
Hmm.
So there has to be a plan and strategy in place,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Because there is no other avataric age.
Yeah.
So while I am in my physical body on this planet called Earth,
Hmm.
I had to uh, fast forward a lot of my work.
Basically, it's like any governance work of any organization where we plan future planning and therefore implementation, and then creating a strategy and implementing the strategy and making sure all the resources are there, all the inputs and players and everyone is aligned.
Yes, certainly it is on the same concept.
Hmm.
You give it name of management,
Hmm.
but I will call it running my universe.
No, that's good. Thank you, Baba. And that took like I think 2 years or something like that your new life was.
Yeah, Baba saying my new life actually went on till I dropped my body.
Okay.
That was a completely new phase because then I was moving back in the state of preparedness to drop my body and prepare the organization, as you call, the Meher Baba Trust, the Meher Baba lovers, followers, everything that will, how it will work. So there was a lot of governance that was going on behind the scenes. And therefore, it was sometimes very laid back, sometimes very fiery. It was a it was a combination of a lot of things. I was preparing my very close mandali. I was doing my universal work with Mehra, with Manimai, Bhauji, and many others who were very close to me. So I was even preparing them for my universal work to continue while they were in physical body, right? They had the responsibility of holding my fort. People, they were representing me, right? Because as an avatar, you don't put somebody else in that space, right? You don't have that lineage is not there, right? But for that, whatever you call it, if you want to call it as a continuity of the avataric age, then you had to have representation, right? And that representation had to be so strong that people could relate through them. Baba's work, Baba's mission, Baba's vision for his lovers, and how the samadhi would run or would be kept, or how the institute or the trust would run. Correct. So all that I had to prepare, do my universal work with them. It's only when you can relate to something that is intangible, but you see it as tangible somewhere else, you you get a feel of what you're expecting, isn't it? Isn't that correct?
Correct.
That my mandali had to be very strong. They had to represent me. It's like if somebody gave a hug to Mehra or to any mandali, they could feel my energy, right? And connect, isn't it?
Correct.
We have heard so many stories of people coming to the samadhi and just getting overwhelmed with their tears, right? It's not it's not about or just giving a hug to the mandali. It was not that Baba was expecting that. It is you connected to my energy, isn't it? So all that work had to be done. A lot of cleansing had to be done.
You're right.
So moving from one place to another was also cleansing a lot of energy after I came back. Right? So it was like starting again, fresh. And preparing my mandali and everybody else who was associated very closely and would be going forward for my universal work. I also gave you a little universal work that you contributed in your own way, isn't it?
Yes.
So everything was being planned. I have also planned for someone who probably will be born 100 years from now, right?
Yeah.
Because that is in my capacity as an avatar to see and supervise.
Right.
If you never heard of Meher Baba, but then one fine day you do, it just doesn't happen. Some work is left for you to do, right?
Right.
So it is very forward work that I was doing in my new phase, which started as completely hopeless and helpless. Where do I start from? What do I do? And then you gather that energy and build it up. Did you get the essence of
Yes.
the
Yes.
new life?
Yes. And you said that the new life will continue even.
Absolutely, it is continuing. Yes, it is continuing through each one of my loved ones. Everybody is contributing to the new life. That potent energy, as I said, will be kept alive for 100 years and more. Everybody who gets ready in that phase will be part of it in 700 years from now. It doesn't matter whether you saw me in my physical form, but knowing me, knowing my existence,